Backlog. 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 I feel like we nailed that one.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome to the Backlog.
It's Backlog Time. Is a segment of the Wulff Den podcast where we go through our entire video game collection of 983 games. We pick one at random. We talk about it regardless of whether or not we played it.
386.
386. All right. What could this be? 6. Super Mario Brothers 35 for the Switch.
For the Switch?
Yeah.
Oh, this one.
This one. What a game to talk about on the eve of the Switch 2 coming out. A game you can never play again.
Yeah, this game does not exist. You currently cannot play it, and you never will be able to.
Yeah.
There's very little chance Nintendo brings this back.
Yeah.
So I loved this game for a hot minute. I played it a decent amount. I wasn't. I had my issues with it. This is Nintendo did Tetris 99.
Yes.
Which is their way to show off their online because they they invented online.
Yes.
For video games.
Yes.
And Tetris 99 did pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a battle royale Tetris game. This is their idea of a battle royale Mario game. Now, me and Mario go way back.
Yeah.
And Battle Royale Mario go way back too.
Mm-hmm.
There was a little game called Mario Royale.
Yes.
That predated this. And that was not an official Mario game. That was a YouTuber made it.
Mm-hmm.
And he got copyright striked real quick. And that crashed and burned. You can, though, still play a version of that if you look hard enough. And it is still great and awesome. You should try it out. Although the mechanics, last time I played, they're not exactly Mario. They're like a little weird. But still, it's a great idea for how to do a Mario Battle Royale.
Mm-hmm.
I think that game does a lot of things better than what Mario 35 does. However, this is official, so it's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is you versus 34 other players playing online. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, you just got this game.
Yeah. It was included with your membership.
Yeah, and you would play sort of random Mario 1 level.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got to vote on what level to play, but it was almost always just World 1-1.
Yeah.
And here it is on screen. You just race all of the other players. Now, in Mario Royale, you would see a ghost of all of the other characters, which I think is better. Also, you can, like, fuck with people. Like, you can hit them with a shell.
Yeah.
You can interrupt their world. This, you see them in, like, the corner on the screen.
Yeah, you see them in the other windows, and, like, you're competing against them, but not one-to-one, I would say.
Yeah, and you can fuck with them in some ways. Like, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think under where his coins are, if you get enough coins, you get something that will fuck with some of them on screen. Kind of in Tetris 99, if you got enough lines, you can throw garbage at other players. And this had a similar mechanic to that. But it didn't really work as good. It looks like you're also timed and you can increase the time by doing various things.
Yeah.
But really it's just a fire yourself to the end. Get yourself as close to the end as possible.
Enemies defeated by the player were sent to their opponents in real time, appearing in their levels as additional hindrance. Players
could see on screen. He just cleared a bunch, but you see the gray Goombas. Those are being sent to him by other players.
Players can either manually target their opponents or choose from 4 types of opponents to attack. Players who collect the most coins, players who had the least amount of time remaining, players who attack the player themselves, or random players. Each player would be assigned a timer that starts at 35 seconds. They were awarded additional seconds by eliminating enemies, and in doing so in rapid succession yielded higher rewards.
Yeah, so at the top middle of the screen, you'll see there's a right stick. That is how you select who to target with your enemies that you're going to send onto their screen. It's a cool idea. It's a cool concept. And it's also an interesting way to get around the limitations of Nintendo Switch Online, because Nintendo Switch Online has really bad lag. If somebody has a bad connection, it's peer-to-peer, basically. It's not exactly peer-to-peer, but if somebody's connection is bad, it ruins it for everybody. So having 35 players connected is a horrible way to experience that sort of architecture.
Yeah.
So the way that this game works is everybody's kind of playing their own game locally, and you just get sent, enemies from other players.
Right.
It just shows up when it shows up, So that's a good way to get around some of their limitations, but it also makes it so that you cannot really real time interact with the other players. The only way is to send them enemies, and that's not exactly like real time. It's like sort of real time. So having a mechanic like they have in Mario Royale, where you can like hit the other guy with a Koopa shell, like that's not gonna work. Here. So I guess the mechanic of like whatever's under the coins, that's just like a power up you get to unlock. So I liked it. I already went through some of my grievances. I think you play 4 levels. I don't know if this guy's gonna win or not, but obviously there's only
no.
one.
It says you traverse through the original set of 32 levels from Super Mario Brothers. So all of the levels are in the game.
So I think it's only 4 levels, but per game.
Okay.
But you unlock the whole first game.
Got it.
And when the game when you start the round, you vote on what level you want to play. So I think in this one, when the game first came out, people only had the first world.
Yeah.
So I think that the 4 levels that they played were just world 1 and 2 over and over again. This is, I think, him getting to the end. You could see that there's people who are knocked out. You can see all around all of the KOs all over the screen. Oh, and he got KO'd, so he didn't make it. And this is what it looks like. You unlock things. You get like different little like icons for your guy and shit. Overall, not that much content because it is just Mario 1. But I really appreciated the spin that this gave Mario 1.
Yeah.
And I like the leaderboards and stuff. And I just really appreciate Nintendo acknowledging speedrunning of their retro games. So I liked it. I wish it was better than it was, but I appreciated it while it was around.
So this game came out October 1st, 2020 in celebration of Mario's 35th anniversary. That's why it's Mario 35. It was discontinued on April 1st, 2021. According to Nintendo President of America and guy who didn't take a picture of me one time, Doug Bowser, the 35th anniversary products, and that included Super Mario 3D All-Stars, were discontinued due to the 35th anniversary being a celebration that was intended to be unique. He considered the concept successful and stated how limited time events were not planned to be used as a marketing strategy in the future. So I understand like wanting to do something for the 35th anniversary. I've been 35. You want to like, celebrate and whatnot. He's 35 right now. So
yes, that is true. Can't confirm.
But like it sucks that you just rip it away from people. Like
there's really no reason.
There definitely wasn't.
I mean, you need to support the online, but like
you're supporting Tetris 99 and now F-Zero 99.
So Tetris 99, I think, was also supposed to be a limited time thing, but
it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going. Yeah. I think they realized it was very popular. I can't imagine this taking up a lot of resources.
No.
So it's upsetting that they ripped it away, and they did that a little too much on the Nintendo Switch 1.
Yeah, Pac-Man 99 was another game they had
that was pretty good too.
Yeah.
So I'm upset that they ripped it away. I also wish it could have been better, but I think we got a better game eventually, and that was Nintendo Switch Championship.
Yeah,
World
Championship. The groundwork that this laid went into that. So.
Yeah, and I think that is a better version. I haven't played it in a little bit. I think I'm gonna play that a decent amount on my Switch too. I like the leaderboards on that game. There is a versus mode that is kind of similar to Mario 35, but I think it's just basically a time trial. You're just competing for the fastest time. I don't even think you can fuck with the other players. But that's cool. I think that game does a better job. Now, I would still love to see another version of this that is more similar to Mario Royale, where you do just race and you can fuck with all of the other players.
Yeah.
I'll also briefly mention Mario Maker 2 has an online, and they do have a versus mode where you just race to the finish of a Mario Maker level.
Mm-hmm.
It's only 4 players at a time, and the online is dog shit. It's such a cool idea, and I wish the online was stable at all. But if you get 4 people in one match, one person's guaranteed to have shitty internet, and it ruins the internet for everybody in the lobby. It sucks. It's such a cool idea to be able to verse people online in a Mario game, but it's unusable.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I liked Mario 35. Upset it left us a little too early.
Yeah.
It could have been a little bit better too. But I do want Nintendo to try again with a couple other Mario online 2D Mario versus games.
Why not?
Shit.
You know, this is technically the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers, and you got a new system coming out. Why not Super Mario Brothers 40?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Add 5 more people to it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching the backlog, everybody. Come to the podcast where we will talk more. Bye.
Bye.